Good morning, all you YouTubers out there. This is Lone Star Lawman, and today I'll be reviewing the Kahr P9. This is a compact, very micro compact, I guess you could call it, the 9mm version that Kahr puts out. Now the P9, first let's make sure it's safe. See that it's safe, no bullets in there, nothing in the bottom. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and let the slide go forward so we can talk about it. Okay, the Kahr P9 is an excellent carry pistol. It's good for carrying on your person in a pocket. You can actually carry this in a pocket if you got large jeans pockets, or if you have a holster, it'll work out just fine. As you can see here, I have added Kahr grips. The reason why I did that is I'll tell you that in a minute. First of all, let me tell you about Kahr, the company. The Kahr company was founded by Justin Moon back in the early 90s. And in 1994, he came out with this famous single stack 9, which was the K9, which was all metal. This one has a polymer frame, this one. It was all metal, top and bottom, about the same size, but it was all metal. And it was a very significant time that he came on board with this, because right in 1994 is when they had the assault weapons ban. They banned a lot of firearms, and also one of the important keys to that legislation was the limitation to 10-round magazines in all guns. Well, that found a niche for Kahr, because this particular model holds 7+1, or if you wish, here's the 7+1 magazine, or the 8+1 spare that comes with the gun. So that was very significant of that time. So that's when Kahr really took off. One of their best-selling pistols has been the PM9, which is slightly smaller than this one. But the P9 here is the black diamond version. That means it has a hard black diamond finish and black frame. They make these with a silver stainless steel frame, but I just like the all black look myself. It has night sights on this particular model, rear and front here, and they're all dovetailed in for adjustment. The Kahr has they call it a double action only, but it has a double action only style trigger, but it's really just a long striker. Okay, so I'll show you and I'll demonstrate. Hold it right here, you pull the trigger back, comes back, long but very crisp trigger pull. Now the reset, is what a lot of people don't like. It comes all the way out to about there, and then you're good to go. See? It's not too bad though. Once you break this gun in, which Kahr, by the way, recommends that you break it in at about 200 rounds. 200 rounds. Some people say maybe even 500, but I think 200 rounds is enough. As you can see, it has a barrel that is known as a Walther barrel. It is a polygonal type barrel, which makes it much more accurate. By the way, the P stands for polymer, obviously, in the 9, but this is the premium models. The P9 is a premium model. If you were to get a gun exactly like this in the budget model, it would say CW9, which has a standard barrel, not a match grade barrel. Okay, all right. And this shoots very, very accurately. Now to break it down for field stripping, there's these little index marks right here in the frame. I don't know if you can see them on this black right there. And then there's one right here. Two of them, 1, 2. And what you do is line them up, as I am trying to do now. There we go. Once you line up those marks, you can remove the slide stop, which has a little pole here that sticks out that catches it. You push it out, it comes out a little bit. Then you have to really, sorry I have to take it off camera a second, you have to really pull this thing out. It's a little bit of a chore sometimes, but once you break it in, it's pretty easy. Now, after you do that, let it slide forward a little bit, pull the trigger, and it comes right off. Okay? Let's look at the frame first. Here's the frame. I've had this gun for probably a year and a half, year and 3/4. See, here's the only metal pieces here. Oh, and on these rails right here. See these rails? Where it slides in. Here's the trigger mechanism. You can see it working back and forth. Okay. Put that down for a minute. Now let's take out the recoil spring, which you have to push up and push in and out, up a little bit to get it to kind of come out like that. Okay. Put that down. Remover barrel is up and out like that. Okay, there you go. So you can see everything. This is your slide. Now, here, as you can see the striker right here, back here. Here's the striker. And your firing pin and your rails, of course. Now, the best way to keep this lubed for me is to use on the rails, on these rails, oops, sorry, and these rails right here is a light grease called Enos Slide Glide, E-N-O-S Slide Glide. You can look it on the web. These work very well for me. I don't know if you can see some of it in there. Yeah, you can see it. Just lightly in there, the whole gun, the rails and everything. These work very well for me. Okay, let's put it back together. Just go reverse the order. You have to be kind of, put this spring in, this recoil spring in, just right, about like that. Push it in. Oops, sorry. Usually if I do it this way. Alright, folks, I'm going to have to do this off camera. The old hands aren't as good as they used to be. Anyway, you would slide it in and put it in here and put it in this notch right here. I just pushed it down. Make sure that the spring is straight. Make sure that this looks very flush. Should be no problem. Okay, now put it back together. What you have to do is slide it back on. There we go. Now back to the index marks. Here we are right there. You can see them, I hope. Put our guide rod in. About to where that hole is there. There you go. There you go. Line them up. Okay. There we go. And it's really important you line up those marks. See how it went in when I had them lined up right? No problem. Function check. do the reset again so you see what it's like. There's a reset, and you can fire it again. Okay. Now the magazines comes with 7 rounds, which I use for primary for concealment. This one holds 7 rounds plus one in the pipe if you want one. And this is the 8-rounder. Okay. What I do is when I first got this gun, I always load my magazines, let them set for about 2 or 3 days before I go out and fire them. And then after lubricating the gun real good and cleaning it and make sure it's in good shape, I'll fire it. Now the reason why I was telling you earlier about the Kahr grips, there's only one knock about the Kahr pistols, is that the plastic nubs on the back of the heel of the gun are very aggressive, and it's really painful to shoot for me anyway. So I went and got the Kahr grips, which Kahr actually sells some models, has sold some models with the Kahr grips already on them. But I went and got some, and that just makes it a lot more comfortable, a lot more fun to shoot. Okay. Also, I should tell you,